This challenge is using static keyword, that is static members of a class. So for explaining you the tasks, first of all I will explain about the classes which we have already used. See, we have been using the classes like student, account or customer in the previous challenges in previous sections. If we take the example of a student, class student, then inside this class there were some properties we have taken, like first thing was roll number, right? Roll number. This is private, okay? So this roll number we were assigning at the time of a creation of an object. Similarly, we were assigning some account number at the time of creation of an object, and the customer number also we were assigning at the time of creation of an object. So the constructor of these class was taking roll number, that was mandatory, and the constructor of account class was taking account number. Customer class constructor was taking customer number. Now the point here is who was giving that roll number to a student. Suppose from a main method, public static void main method, okay, here inside the main method, if I am creating an object of a student class, student s assign new student, then here only I must pass the roll number. I must pass the roll number. This was the method we have seen earlier. I must pass the roll number. So who is giving a roll number to a student? Main method is giving. Why main method is giving? Can't it be automatically generated by the class itself? This is the point. This is the important point. Again, I repeat the point. So a roll number, we want the class student to automatically generate the number by itself. Okay, that's what is the point. Same way, account class should automatically assign some account number by itself. And similarly for customer. So I will give you the idea how a roll number can be generated automatically. Then you have to define that idea and develop a class for it. And I may be showing it for student class. You have to do it for account number and customer number. Let us take a student's roll number format, how we want the roll number to be. First of all, university name or a code for a university. So let us take it as UNIF, then hyphen year. So 2020 is a year. Then the roll number, let us say 1. So the very first student should get a roll number UNIF 2021. The next student, when he is enrolling, when an object of a student is created, it should automatically become 2. So the new roll number for a next student should be 2. Then the next student should be 3, and so on. So this is how the pattern of a roll number should be. So if you see this is the UNIF, this is fixed one, and this is the current year that we have to take, and this is the counter that we have to maintain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So can you do this one? Can you maintain a counter internally inside a class such that the counter is common for all the objects of a class? Yes, we can do that. We can make it as private, static, yes, static, and integer counter count assign 1. So the first time counter is 1. This counter we can keep on incrementing 1, 2, 3, 4. In that way we can assign the roll number, and we can take the current year from a system date. We can get the current year. UNIF is a common code. So that's it. So this roll number should be automatically generated by the constructor. We should not pass any roll number to a constructor. We should not pass anything to a constructor. It should automatically get the roll number. So let us write a constructor for this class student. So this constructor is public, okay, public student, that is constructor, okay. If you are taking other parameters like name and the department, those things you can take, but not the roll number. So for time being, I make it as a non-parameterized constructor because I am not writing all the properties. Just one property I am writing. So there is nothing here, non-parameterized constructor. So let us remove this. If you have other properties, then you can take them. Now inside this, a roll number should be assigned with some number. So I will call one method called generate a roll number. Then this method I will write down, okay, generate roll number. Now this method is private because this is useful internally inside the class for generating a roll number, and this should give a string, and the method name is generate roll number. What it should do: first part of a roll number is unif, the next part is a date, that is year, then the counter. So for that we will create an object of class date. So date deassign new date. This class is available in java.util package, so you can import java.util package on the top. Import java.util. There is no space here. I will move this constructor a little bit. So here I will prepare a string rns unif hyphen then d dot get year. To get current year we should add 1900 to this one. Then after this again hyphen, then at last count. So the roll number looks like this. First one is unif, then hyphen, then after that the year. Actually you get the year by adding 1900 to the years. Actually it will give 120, so if you add 1900 it will give 2020, then hyphen, then count. So this will prepare a complete roll number. Then you should be ready for the next student's roll number. So say count plus plus, then finally return a roll number rn. So read this line properly. Okay, so many lines are there. I have created a date, then I have prepared a string containing unif, then the current year, then counter, then count plus plus, then returning roll number. So generate roll number will give this roll number. So you can see that the part of generating roll number, a counter is maintained private and this is static, and this generate roll number is also private, and this generate roll number will take this count and prepare a roll number along with the date, and that's it is returned. So it is assigned inside the constructor. So constructor will get the roll number generated internally within a class itself. So this portion of the code is for generating a roll number. One is a property and the other one is a method. This is a method for generating a roll number. So this is how a class can generate a number automatically by itself with the help of static. This is possible with the help of static, so that every new object will get a new number. So same way you can do it for account as well as customer also. I will show this code for you. Okay, you try to write on the code, pause the video and do it. Afterwards, if you want, you can continue. I will show you the code for this complete class student by containing only one property, that is roll number. Rest of the properties you can add. So pause the video and try to write this class. See here I have a class called student, and this is private roll number, one of the property, and a static private. This is a counter which is initially 1. Then I am giving the name as assign roll number here, or generate roll number, which is creating object of date. So for that I have imported java.util.star. Instead of star, just you can say date also. That will be sufficient. Then d.getYear. See, this getYear method is deprecated, means it is not used. It is suggested not to use this method. So we will see the other method later on, but right now to make it simple, I am using this method. So you may get warning here when you use getYear. So d.getYear will give 120, in that 1900 is added, then count is also concatenated, then count plus plus. Then constructor roll number assign roll number. Roll number assigned with this one, that roll number is generated and given to this one. Then I have written one more extra method to get roll number, so that I can see the roll number of a student. Right? So this is a minimal class with little bit of contents, so that we focus on generating automatic roll number. Then inside the main method, I am creating 3 objects of student class. Then I am printing their roll numbers. Let us see how we get the roll numbers. Unif 20201, next is 2, next is 3, and I am getting a warning here. This is a warning because I am using deprecated method, that is a d.year. So ignore this one time being. So that's all. This is the student class which is automatically generating roll number. This is possible using static members. For the account and customer, you do it. So that's all in this video.